One click is all it takes to lose everything.
We are in a cyber war. You can either be a defendant or you could be a victim.
Your digital photo album that you either purchase for yourself or you give as a gift could be infected with malware and you don't even realize it. We have done a lot of research and we have found that a large percent of these digital picture frames are pre-infected with malware in a shrink-wrapped box. So you got to make sure that you're real careful and real protected. I tell you, I'm still old school. Right? I still like old picture frames. I remember growing up, every year when I got my picture done at school, we'd have to open up the back of the frame and put in a new picture, right? Very static, very boring, not very cool. Today, everybody loves these digital picture frames because now you can sit there, plug them into your computer, upload pictures. You can upload 20 or 30 pictures, preload them for grandma or grandpa, give them out, let them preload. Here's the problem. If you're not careful, and it's around the holiday season, you're joyous, you're merry, you think everyone else is merry, you don't realize that there's a lot of evil elves out there called hackers that are trying to break into your system, and you just start plugging these into your computer. Talk about a gift that keeps on giving. You get a digital picture frame, and you plug it into your computer, and it's infected with malware. Now, your computer's infected. Then you give it to grandma and grandpa, and they love the pictures that you preloaded, but they want to add a few more. So what do? They plug it into their computer, and now their computer is infected. So what do you do about this? Now, my solution is not don't give digital picture frames. I'm a very practical cybersecurity professional, and I know if I tell you to do something that's unreasonable, you'll just ignore my advice. So I want to give you something practical, and there's a couple things you can do. First, most of this malware that we found on these digital picture frames is not brand new. Because it's in a shrinked wrap box and many of these picture frames were made 9, 12, 15 months ago, it tends to be older, basic malware, which means it can be caught with most endpoint antivirus security. The problem is many people are not running endpoint security on their home computer. Or if they are, they let the subscription expire and they're using a free version. So you want to make sure that before you plug anything into your computer, especially digital picture frames, make sure your antivirus software is up to date and fully licensed. It only costs about $80 or $90, but this way you'll make sure that you can scan your USB. So also in addition to making sure that your endpoint and antivirus software is up to date and active, also make sure that USB scanning is active. So this way, when you plug anything into the USB drive, it's automatically scanned. If you do those two things, you'll have a safe holiday season. Now, if you want a bonus item is most of these digital picture frames that we found that are pre-infected with malware, when I searched on the internet, there's known advisories. This is not super secret information. It's out there. It's public. So what I also want you to do is take the name of the manufacturer and the picture frame and just type it into Google, followed by cybersecurity risk, cybersecurity vulnerability, or cybersecurity exposure, and see if anything pops up. Trust me, 2 or 3 minutes of doing a little research can save you hours and weeks of headaches if your computer and your parents' computer is compromised and your identity is stolen. So I'm not saying don't use digital picture frames, just be careful. Up-to-date antivirus software, scan your USB, do a little research, and if you do those basic steps, you absolutely can be safe in cyberspace.